CKJS 8 to 10 a.m. And as promised, I mentioned this a few minutes ago, we're going to talk with Scott Armstrong today. Hey, Scott, how you doing today?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. How are you?
Very, very good. Maybe not everyone recognizes your name, so please tell us who you are, Scott.
Well, in this capacity, I'm president of Koshetz Choir. And Koshetz Choir is busy getting ready.
No, I know, and that's what I want to talk about. But Koshetz Choir has been around for a long time. You've done some amazing works. So how long have you been around for already?
We're coming up on our 73rd year.
Wow.
Yeah. It's amazing. This past summer, I had to connect with some people in Edmonton and Toronto, and we are the oldest community choir, Ukrainian community choir in Canada. So,
well, you know what? That is something to celebrate. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
And the reason we're talking today is because you've got a concert coming up very soon, don't you?
We do. Coming up on Sunday, December 2nd at 3 p.m., we're going to be doing a Koshetz Family Christmas. It's a Christmas show, and we're holding it at we're calling it SOPAC, that's its little acronym, but it's the Seven Oaks Performing Arts Center.
Okay. That
is the old gym from Garden City Collegiate, and for anyone who's been around for years, it's where Folklorama used to be, the KF Pavilion. They converted it into an amazing performing arts facility. The stage is 40 feet by 40 feet.
That's a good size.
Yeah, it's the same size as a concert hall.
Oh, wow, and I didn't know that.
Yeah, and we're talking seating that is comparable, better than the concert hall, I'd say. And, but it's a nice facility. It seats 525 people,
great.
And it's in the north half of the town, so that's great.
No.
And the show itself is, the way we put it is, we often get called by radio stations and TV stations to talk about caroling.
Yeah.
And so it's a concept that we take for granted, but others really don't know. So we've kind of taken that and spun it into a show. We're calling it Koshetz Family Christmas. I think my little subnom for it is, the life of a caroler.
Oh,
So, so we're going to start the show in a church setting, and then we're going to do a theme change to going outside. Second half is going to be visiting and caroling, and then the last theme change is back outside celebrating that we're finally done caroling. So we're going to try and do it. We got props. We got some images for the back. We have costume changes. Something else for us is different than our normal just stand there.
Yeah, but I mean, I think we're fortunate. How many performers do you have in your choir?
We're running around 50 people right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's absolutely wonderful because I think you can get that bit more dynamic in there and everything.
Yeah, what we're able to do is we're able to create different groups so that for the choir, yes, the whole choir performs part of the show, but then we have a chamber choir that performs as well. We also have the men's chorus and the female chorus, and then actually the debut of our folk ensemble will be at this show, and they will be accompanied by an orchestra.
That is great. So how long has this been in the works? I know this is not something that you just figure out, okay, we started this a month ago and we're going to get going. This is something that's probably been in the works for a little while.
Every Christmas show is in the works the minute the last one is done, because someone says, can hardly wait to see that again. This should be an annual thing. And we find it's a little hard for us to do annually. We can do a Christmas concert every year, but that's just putting on music, walking on a stage and walking off.
Yes.
When you got to add all those other things and try and spice it up a little bit, we do that every couple of years. So every couple of years we're firing up, and that's what happens this year.
No, that's absolutely great. So it's December the 2nd at 3 p.m., so that is a Sunday afternoon. So people don't have to worry about missing any work, being out too late, or whatever it may be. It's at a great time.
It is, and you'll be home for supper with your family.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think, so tickets are available. Where can we get tickets from?
Tickets are available at Osadaduk, the Ukrainian Cultural and Educational Center. It's Svitoch and through members.
Okay. And I want to just mention, I know in that area a lot of people sometimes worry about parking. There is ample parking on the side streets and everywhere around there, so that's not a concern either.
Absolutely. Again, for those people who've been 2 years of Folklorama, yes, parking is never easy. There's no giant lot, but there's lots of street parking that is safe and convenient.
Yes, and I think just point out, of course, it's all handicap accessible, wheelchair, all that. So there's no hindrances or anything.
It's great. It's a fabulous new facility. Again, you only enter through the main old school doors where you would go for Folklorama and all those years ago.
Yes.
And when you actually enter into the auditorium, you enter in the middle of the auditorium, and there's a giant area that's easily accessible for walkers and wheelchairs, lots of them.
Okay. Now, let's say, maybe someone doesn't understand Ukrainian music or Ukrainian or anything, and never really truly understood what this is caroling. I'm guessing this would be a great introduction, that if you don't understand the language, you can still definitely enjoy the show and understand what's going on.
Absolutely. We have you'll get a program, and it has program notes, and it helps you along. And I think the visuals that we've worked on, the things that will appear on the screens, will definitely give you the messages. This facility, the back wall is an entire screen. So you have a 32-foot screen at the back of the stage that you'll be seeing pictures on. Oh,
that's going to be amazing. And I think for a lot of people, well, myself included, I've never seen this venue, so that's going to be part of the, that's going to be very interesting as well to see this new venue.
Yeah, I was very lucky. My kumaha was invited to the opening. She dragged me as her plus one. And we were able to see the facility in operation. Andriana Tuchman performed at the opening. It was really something. It's a great facility, and you forget where you are.
And that's what we want to hear. And I mean, so combination of the venue, Koshetz choir there, it's going to be something that, like I think you just said, you're going to forget where you are. And it's probably, and if you're not sort of in that quite Christmas spirit, Christmas mood yet, this will get you into it, I think.
Absolutely. And as you're walking out the door, you'll be able to grab yourself a cup of coffee and a piece of cake, and you're in the mood.
Oh, that's absolutely wonderful. Scott, I know you're busy, so thank you so much for your time. I very much appreciate it.
Not a problem, my friend. You take care.
You take care as well. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.